It's not. Does everybody hear that woman or is it just me?
I heard it.
Okay. All right. Recording in progress. So welcome to the TikTok class, guys. So I have my special guest and best friend growing up, Kelly, on with us. She is a TikTok celebrity.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
82,000 followers. And she's basically at the point where she can start a little business off of TikTok. So she's here to share really how to build this into a network for you, whether you're converting people into business or you just want to kind of do your branding. So she's going to kind of go into all that stuff with us. And then if you stick around, if you want to see a real-time demo of a video, then Alex and I will do that after Kelly jumps off. All right. So warm welcome to Kelly, and I'll let her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So just a little background on what I do. So if that TikTok is not my business, I'm a go-to-market strategist in the luxury industry for 20 years. So I've been instrumental in building brands to the likes of 5 million Facebook followers, 500,000 Instagram followers. I prepare go-to-market strategies. TikTok, when it came, I studied the platform. I experimented on a personal level just to see conversions, tests. PS, I made a personal account become a side business, side hustle, so to speak. So Jessica asked me to come on this meeting, and I just wanted to give you some insight about the platform and how you can utilize it in a business environment. And it really is the most powerful platform right now. Facebook, if you're not familiar, it's pay to play. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Instagram is trying to work its way into like the algorithm that TikTok is using, but it's falling short. Reels is falling short. They tried that extra pump in the beginning, but TikTok is just a really unique platform where you can cater your content to your direct audience if you utilize the platform properly. If you're just haphazardly throwing up videos for fun without any type of strategy incorporated or any plan set in place, nothing's really going to happen. You know, people strive to get the viral video, but like I was talking to Jessica yesterday, okay, so what happens when you get a viral video? You get, say, 50,000 followers, like, or if you have like a video that goes to 2 million or something crazy, but are they your audience? Are they your target audience? So that really is the key in finding your niche and really exploring that. So whenever someone's going to incorporate TikTok into their business, I tell them to do a few things. First of all, what do you want this thing to do? Who are you going to be speaking to? So when you make this account, are you going to be looking for, now, I don't know your business, but let's just say potential sellers or potential buyers. So what you want to do is create a plan, and with that, come out with 3 to 6 content pillars. So content pillars, in short, is just what the main theme of your account will be. So you're in real estate. So let's say Jessica, for example, she wants to create content that's going to attract more brokers, or she's, and she wants to also get buyers. She wants to bring, presence to the brand. So what she wants to do is create content pillars for, number 1, educational, relatable, and then that's bringing value. Every single video should be one of those 3. You can't just kind of walk around and haphazardly record, and normally when I do trainings on any type of social media platform.
I'm so good at that, Kelly. I'm so good at haphazardly recording.
But normally when you're creating content, or like whatever platform it may be, you want to really dissect these. So you come out with your content pillars and you break it down into buckets. So let's just say educational. That will be one of your pillars. So you want your account to have that pillar. All right, now break that down. What does that mean? How to advertise an open house, what not to do before, what to do before and afters, etc. Break down the educational part. So you would need to brainstorm as an agent, what value would that buyer, that potential buyer or seller, look for? So you want them to gravitate to you with that in mind. And when they lean on you with that, those are the people who can turn into clients. You put a link in bio and you'll start to do some conversions. So when you come up with 3 to 6 is a good amount. I wouldn't do more than 6, but 3 to 6 content pillars, and just brainstorm the daylights out of them. When it's relatable, like Jessica had done a duet, like something that's relatable to other agents, something funny, like, and don't go out of character. Don't try to copy anyone else. Stay true to who you are, because that's going to resonate to the audience. And just really, and this is how you're really going to optimize the platform. So once you create these content pillars and you brainstorm, which takes time, you need about 2 weeks. You can't just start tomorrow. Take time, write it down on a piece of paper and start breaking down and be like, okay, I'm going to do content like this. And then you begin to do your analysis. Once you have that all laid out, now you're prepared, and now you can go into the next phase, which is content creation. So now you have to figure out how to utilize the platform, incorporate hashtags, not the ridiculous for you hashtags, and how to interact on the platform, what sounds to use, how to use the sounds to work to your benefit, etc. So this is kind of like, this isn't a one-day meeting. Like, this isn't a one-day thing where we're going to hang up and you're going to be like, I'm a TikTok master. This is something that's going to take time. You're going to have to live in the platform. You're going to have to spend time on it. Not engaging on kids dancing. You want to engage with people who are going to, like, your audience will be watching, so you're getting in front of them. And this is the way you build and optimize TikTok. So like I said yesterday to Jessica, when you're doing these type of anything like this, you really want to make sure that you have this plan built out. So when you do get that hit, that video that blows, you need to be able to be consistent. So you can't just disappear for 3 days. A lot of people do that. They just post a ton of content for like 2-3 days and then they're gone. And the algorithm is going to be like, okay, we want consistent creators. We don't want inconsistent. So therefore, we're not going to show you to the next tier of people, you know. And keeping in mind, if you don't have an account, a professional account, you always get that initial explosion. If you launch properly, it gives you that like mega boost. So you'll have like a video do 100,000. Don't let it go to your head. Don't get all ego-y. That's what it does. It's like a drug dealer. Like, here's a little bit of sample, so come back for more, right? So you have your content pillars and all your ideas in buckets. This way, when you launch, you're able to consistently post once a day, keep it going. And this way, you just kind of forget about what you did and you go back. You look at your weekly analytics on there. You utilize those tools to see what's performing. How many people watched your video to the end? How many people tagged a friend? How many people visited your profile? How many followers did you get? If you didn't get any of those 4, you need to look at that video and never do that again. You know, when you do have a successful video, you need to look at it and recreate that differently. And a lot of the times with TikTok, you want to do things, it's keeping it under that sweet spot of, you know, 17 seconds, but nothing less than 8. When you go under 8, the algorithm knows you're trying to get that quick, that full watch thing, and it actually hurts you. So you want to create like quick bits of information, which would be phishing type of content, such as 3 things you should not do when buying a house, 3 things you absolutely must do when buying a house, 3 things you need to know about getting a mortgage. You guys, this is your business, you know what it is, but stuff like that, it's a hook. The first 3 seconds is your hook. You need to grab them. If you're just slowly spanning, you don't have energy, you have nothing, they're going to leave. They're like already in the motion of scrolling and they're just going to go. So you really want to get them in the hook. Also, captions. I don't know if you guys are familiar. You always see the stuff written there. You don't want to exclude deaf people. They are on there. So having the stuff written out really helps. So having that hook written on that first 3 seconds is super important as well. So like all these little things you incorporate, and you can really create like a powerhouse. You are literally targeting your audience on a platform that is no other is like it. YouTube, everything else is much more difficult to get in front of your audience. And TikTok gives you that if you do the work. And you have to know that if you're not doing it, somebody else is, and they're getting in your customer's backyard and they're going to get their attention. You know, and I see a lot of real estate agents on TikTok doing phenomenal. So like you can look it up, look up the hashtag in the search bar. You can look up real estate agents. You can look about listings. You can show like how-tos, like how to stage a home for selling, what not to do, like get the cat food, the dirty laundry, get rid of that. Like you can make it funny. Like no one wants to see your dirty underwear when you're selling a house, you know, things like that. And people will start to follow you. Someone who wants to sell a house, like if Jessica's like, hey, this is what you shouldn't do if you're going to sell your house, I'd be like this looking. You know, so that's the kind of stuff you want to do when you create this platform. So if you brainstorm those buckets and whatever your content pillars are going to be, prepare your stuff. I think maybe and Jessica, if you want to show them how to post, maybe afterwards we can do another session as far as video creation and how to optimize that. I don't know, or I could just do it with you and
I mean, I think the first thing that they need to take away from this is really planning their channel.
Yeah.
when we
Yeah.
had created the channel for the market center, I had a social media guy, Tom, who we use a lot in the market center. My agents know him, and he sat with me and he helped me create a channel, which I was like, this is grueling. I just want to post videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's incorrect.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
You really want to have, an agenda. What do you want out of it? And
Yeah.
sometimes, people get lucky and they post random stuff, but even the random stuff has a theme. It has content, right? It's relatable on some level. It's informative on some level. Even people that seem sort of random, there's a hook, there's something there that people are gravitating towards. So pay
Absolutely.
attention. Like Kelly said, we're going to have to be on the platform. I probably spent, I don't know, like 2 solid weeks. I was texting her too. I was like, she was seeing me try to post stuff.
Yeah.
I was on there for 2-3 solid weeks just watching stuff.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
as exciting as it gets, like to go viral, it gets very exciting, but there's also pressure there, because when you get a viral video, you have to, like, are they the people you want? And then do you have the food to feed them the next route? Because if you don't have good content after, pay attention to that. Look at those videos that blow 1 to 2 million, and then go to the account and look at the follower, and that's a really good indication. And look at the other numbers, because it's not about, it's engagement percentages that count more than views. Views mean nothing. That means you showed up on someone's For You page. It's the engagement. Did you get likes, follows, or comments? Like, that's the key, so don't get stuck on that. If you get 200 views and you got 50 likes, that's a pretty good ratio. That's pretty good. That means you resonated with 50 people. If you had 50 people walk in the door and they liked what you said, that's great. So don't get caught up in the numbers. Just make your posts and do your analysis and keep it going, and it will work,
And I know one of the things that you said to me when we were talking about this was that, and you mentioned it now quickly, be yourself, your personality, your voice, which I kind of struggle with, because you guys know me, I'm a little rough around the edges, but I'm representing the office. So I can't go on there and do what I really want to do, which would be the most hilarious TikTok channel ever, because I would really rip our industry apart. But I am trying to be a little higher level, so I still have to work out really what my message is too. But being able to incorporate who you are, your humor. I said if you know my husband, he's a little grumpy. I always say the grumpy realtor or something like that. Like he's always like, he gets off the phone and he's like, you know what this idiot just said to me? I'm like, that's a TikTok. Stop. You can definitely go pick up your phone. You know what this idiot just said to me? And complain about one of the idiots in the industry. He can do that. I can't really do that as a team leader. But these are little things that people are going to respond to. People are going to like. They're going to laugh about it. Other agents can relate to it. And then think about, am I gearing this towards other agents? Or am I gearing this towards, I want to get sellers, or do I want to get buyers? And you can be very specific too, and just stay exactly in that lane.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, relatable is everything. And you'll find in time, after you've created your content pillars and you have kind of the theme of what you're going to be doing, you're going to see what your hooks are, like what your good ones are. And you have to know, like with growth, like for me, I do like weight loss, motivation, whatever. I know that my hooks are typically my before and after, pretty short, like a big loop. But my building community is me talking, just talking to them, telling about whatever it may be. So it's the same thing. You want to figure out that balance where it's not like you got a bunch of followers. Now you get 2,000 followers and you keep fishing. They're going to be like, hey, we're here. Like, give me more. I want more. I want to know how to lay out an open house card, like the do's and don'ts. Like I had sent Jessica a flyer. I got this 8x10 white piece of paper with black and white. It was the ugliest thing I ever saw. I was a real estate agent. And then I got this beautiful, nice stock paper spring, a beautiful picture. I'm like, this is what not to do. I'm not selling my house, but I totally read this real estate agent's card. It was so pretty. It was in time with the season. Like, so you could do things like that. But if you're looking for buyers and sellers, I would say when you're looking for an agent, these are things you should look for in an agent. An agent that does A, B, and C. And never go more than 6, because people don't have the attention span for anything more than 6. Don't say 12 things that, no, they don't have that time. Be like 3 to 6 max, And but those are the kind of things you could do. And just, again, I would just break down those buckets and of your ideas and try to really incorporate that. And then go into the.
When we're actually posting, you mentioned hashtags. How many hashtags, like, because I think people use hashtags improperly on all platforms anyway, but maybe just.
So I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So as I've built a lot of them, I'll tell you that Facebook, forget it. Again, pay to play. If you have an Instagram account, hashtags can really work for you when you use it properly. So just talking about Instagram, you should utilize all 30 hashtags on Instagram. I don't know if you want to mute.
Christina, can you mute Maria? On it.
Yeah. So there's always a discrepancy with Instagram, but use all 30. You know, the platform created 30 for you to utilize all 30, but in a ladder strategy. The biggest misconception with Instagram is people choose the most populated, heavy, densely populated hashtags, which gets you nowhere. Essentially, that's your competition. So hashtag love with 90 million, you're never going to be on the discover page. So you want to create unique hashtags in a ladder strategy, not going more than 500,000 population in general. I personally, if I'm growing an Instagram account, I use about 10 hashtags in a population between 25,000 to 50,000, and then I start to dilute it. Also, with real estate, local hashtags are very important. It doesn't have to be anything related to the house, the listing, the brokerage. I would incorporate 3 to 5 hashtags on Instagram locally based. So if there's a local moms group or a local whatever, use those hashtags in order to get in front of your audience every single time. That's Instagram. TikTok is different. TikTok, here's the thing. I always say, forget the For You hashtag. It's a waste. The algorithm is putting you on For You pages anyway. You want to use a maximum of 4 to 5. Okay. And here's the thing why. You have only a certain amount of characters in TikTok to work on. So you want to write a caption that's going to make the user read it and most likely have to rewatch your video. And that's the trick in getting them to watch to the end. If you write an engaging caption, they're going to look at it and read it and try to watch a video at the same time. And the likelihood, if it's a good caption, of them watching it again gives your video a better grading, a better ranking, because now you've got to rewatch. So I always say use a great caption and only 4 to 5 hashtags relevant to your niche, especially on a new account. You want to be real specific. Like, don't use like hashtag funny or hashtag relatable. Keep it very real estate driven. Go through, check out the hashtags for real estate broker life, you know, whatever it may be. Real estate talk, you know, would be a hashtag. Like, go through them, look at them, see the population, and incorporate them. For the first month, use around the, like, I would find 10 and mix them for a month, just so the algorithm understands who you are and who you want to be and who your target audience is. That's what I would do out the gate. And then you could start to navigate into different, you know, realms of it. But you don't need to do anything local on TikTok as far as hashtags. But Instagram, 100%.
It has to be somewhere else. So, and the music algorithm, I know that, like, don't pick like your favorite song, right? Pick like the song that's trending. Yeah. You want to use trending, but you really have to pay attention to the For You page, especially your For You page. And you have to pay attention with the trending song. There's normally a transition. So with the trending songs, there's a transition. And if you don't hook your video, clip it on that transition, it doesn't get as far. So essentially, it's like riding a wave. When the song is booming, you just jump on it by using it. But if you incorporate it correctly, where you're making a break in the video exactly where it should be, it puts you out further. If you don't like the song and it's wretched, you know, you could drop the volume down to like 3. So it's still there in the background and your video is talking. TikTok also just launched the promoting your page, which I would say tread lightly. So you can choose your audience. I don't know if new accounts can do that yet, but in time, you'll be able to choose your audience, say, you know, 35 to 55 females, whatever, you know, be careful with that because they're just trying to sell marketing and then they might not put you in front of the right people. And the last thing you want to do is get a ton of followers who are in your crowd because it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt your analytics. It's going to hurt your reach. It's going to mess everything up. So kind of don't fall into that trap of like, oh, I could just buy followers or don't do that, you know.
And after you get to 1,000 followers, which is always the goal for everybody, you can go live. So when you go live, you can create almost like a habit when you make your plan, your content plan. You can be like, every Friday I'm doing open house live. You're going to get to see, you talk to them. You can have people asking questions, have your buyers coming in, like never give a chocolate chip cookie to something, like, be whatever, do whatever you want, but you can go live. So like the goal is getting to 1,000, and then the whole gates open up to TikTok. So which you could do pretty quickly if you incorporate these strategies into your page.
So while we have Kelly a few more minutes, is anyone using TikTok? Does anyone have questions for her? Have any feedback or anything? Does anybody care that we're talking about TikTok?
Like
Hi, can you hear me? I'm in my car right now.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question. I have 18,000 followers on TikTok, but I started with like not really real estate related. And now I'm trying to transition my page to a little bit more professional type of things, more real estate related videos. And honestly, I don't know how to like do that.
Okay. So what was your account based on? Just general, just being yourself, personal account?
Yeah, just me being myself, posting little funny TikToks and stuff like that.
So my suggestion would be, don't try to convert those followers. There's no point. The likelihood, is very slim, and the boost that you'll get creating a new account, you could just create a second account. You can make a post on your existing account. The likelihood they'll convert over will be very little, but you'll get that mega boost out the gate with a new account. And it's like you're having an uphill battle, like to transform your account. You'll have to train the algorithm. I don't know how old your account is, but 18,000, I would imagine you're on at least 6 months. No?
Yes, it's
So
like
I mean,
a year now.
Yeah, it'd be like an uphill battle because the algorithm already has you pegged. So you can open up a new account. You can add another account, to your TikTok. I don't know if you know how to do that, but if you go into account settings and you go to the right and you go down, you could just say add account, create a new username. That's that's the other part I almost forgot. You want to make that bio very clear about who you are and what your account is. So if you show up on someone's For You page, when they hop over, they want to know why they're there. Real estate tips, whatever it may be, you want that at the forefront of your account in the bio. And those words work for you. They're SEO driven. So be careful and mindful of the words you use. Don't put your first name, don't put the address, don't put whatever. Just be mindful of those words. But I would make the handle business-like, you know what I mean? If you want it to be your name, it's fine, but I would incorporate, if you want a real estate, or if you want to put expertise, whatever it may be. But I bet you'd have faster growth if you just make a new one. And you guys can play with that. You can do, like question. Jessica.
Sorry, the connection is really bad here. I mean, I'm on the bridge. Do you recommend me going live on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok when I do my open houses?
Well, do you have an audience on the two platforms?
Yes, I have an audience on all three of them, but
live
I feel
is
like people
good.
engage more on Facebook with me.
Well, yeah. So live is always good because you're building community. Live is good. The last thing, let me tell you some live tips though. This is what you can't do. People go live and they're like, okay, all right, I'm going to be doing an open house or whatever it may be, whatever information. And like 3 people show up and they're like, okay, we're going to just wait till like a few more people come. It's like having a party and being like, Jessica, I'll give you a drink when 7 more people come in. Like, what? You have somebody in your room. Take care of them. The people will come. So the first thing with live is imagine it's a house party and treat those people who are showing up as if they're in your house. Don't keep them waiting. They're going to go. You've got somebody there. It doesn't matter if it's 2. You just keep going with it. I always say if you're set up for an open house, pretend you're setting up though, even though you're already completed because you want to be done. Just make it like very comfortable and relaxed. Like, all right, this is what we do. Oh, blah, 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 move around, talk, engage with them, answer their questions. A lot of times people go live and they ignore the comments. It makes me crazy. I have designer brands and they'll be like, oh, how do you do? And I'm like, how do you not answer these people? These are potential clients. These are potential customers. Talk to them. That's really, when you go live, it's community building. It's not you're putting on a show. It's community building. So you want to ask them, like, what do you like about opening house? What don't you like? What's, you know, what do you look for when you go open? Do you open the shower? Do you check the mold and the, you know, like, what are you looking for? Ask them to give you this stuff. And it's good knowledge. You know, it's the best feedback you can get. I would just check your engagement. If you have good engagement on Facebook, go there and, you know, maybe try doing dual lines with another agent where you guys can talk to each other back and forth, you know, entertaining stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, but pick a lane though. Like if you're gonna do TikTok, like I personally think you're gonna get the best growth and get in front of the audience with TikTok. Facebook is really, 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 at the end of the day, you have to pay. You know, so it's very frustrating because you put all this effort in and they're only gonna let you get so far without ending up, you know. That's it. You know, Instagram.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And you can coincide, just to go off of Instagram. I don't know if you know, there's a Save Talk app where you can save your TikToks without the watermark. So if you're uploading your TikToks onto Instagram Reels or Stories, Instagram is not going to give you reach because that watermark is there. Initially, people were zooming it in, and that's why TikTok dropped it to the center. So if you download the app called TalkSave, you can download your TikToks, no watermarks, sound included, the sound won't be removed. Then you can upload that to Reels and get that reach that Reels is giving everybody right now.
Does Reels not like when it's a TikTok download?
Yeah, no, yeah. It won't give it reach at all.
Can you please drop the app? Can you please drop the app on the comments?
Sure.
Thank you.
It's called TalkSave.
What?
I have a question about doing lives.
Sure.
TOKSAV.
So when I usually do a live at an open house, but I kind of just walk around and I show the open house. I show the property, but then I find that it looks okay when I'm doing it and I'm not really moving the camera that much, but then it's like super shaky when I'm trying to watch it later. And so is there any way to, like, what do you suggest about that? I mean, should I not do like a walking tour, or should I just, is there something I can do to have like a steadier shot?
You mean when you have an open house, you're kind of walking people through the house as if they're buyers?
Yeah.
Looking at the house? I'm not really sure. That might be a joke question, Jessica, as far as filming, you know, like I don't know, maybe span it. I don't know, like shaky arms, how that would work, but.
I mean,
You
if you're actually just doing your open house with your phone in your hand, I feel like if you're staging it better, then you might be able to set up the camera stationary in one room and then you can present from that room. That might be better. You can always get one of those tripods that has wheels on it that you can roll with you.
There you go.
I was gonna say you can get a head cam. That might be worse.
See, my biggest goal if I was doing lives would be like information gathering, like as much as I can. Like I would show them the living room and be like, what do you like about this? Like, what do you like, but what do you dislike about it? Like, I want to know, like, teach me. Everyone wants to give their opinion and everyone wants to feel like they're teaching someone. So I think by putting yourself in that position, like, what don't you like? It makes them feel like, oh, well, my opinion's valued. Thank you. I am going to stay and they're going to like you because you're valuing their opinion. So I would almost do like, what do you like about this kitchen? Or how do you feel about this? Or do you like cooking with gas? Or, you know, like I would just go through that type of stuff if I was doing walkthrough lives to make them, to build that tighter community rather than just like, this is the living room. I don't know what you're doing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, that is what I'm doing it very simple. And I think because I'm nervous to be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just something I need to get over then. So,
you know, yeah. You have to get over it because everyone is, you know how you'll get over it with TikTok, you know, a couple of seconds, a couple of videos, you just be like, you know, when I first started doing it too, I wasn't comfortable. And then you just, you know.
So like you can also probably get, they have a couple different smaller tripods. Huh? What? What? Like, well, you could probably get something like this thing, but they do have them that you could set your camera on it, and as you walk into the room, you can just set this down, like I said, in the room, and just let it be a live shot while you're in that room, and then you can, all right, we're moving to the next room, and then set it down. They also have the ones that have like, they roll with you, I forget what they call it, but they actually move. They keep the camera weighted in a way that it stays straight. So you can look into, my husband might know what that's called, but you can probably get something like that too with an image stabilizer.
Okay, thank you, thanks.
Yeah, so I
Anybody
mean,
else?
that's kind of it. I think it's, social media, there's no getting around it anymore. Like, this is the way. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of how you're going to incorporate it into your business. And it really, all of the platforms have, utility. They all are a tool. It's just, Jessica picked TikTok as, and I agree 100%. This is really where you're going to find that growth. And, it's the best algorithm wise.
You picked TikTok for me because I had something on Instagram and you private messaged me. You're like, you need to be on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not going on that. It's Chinese spyware. This is false. So yeah, then I looked into it just because you planted the seed, which is really what I wanted to do today. I wanted to plant the seed. I want them to know, especially having you with 82,000 followers, just them hearing that. I mean, come on, accept your success, accept how amazing you are. Your channel's amazing. I'm gonna send it out to everybody.
Oh God.
I'm telling you, her motivational stuff, like she mentioned, it's really a weight loss channel to kind of motivate, inspire, but she'll get on these rants and they're awesome. It sounds like when I yell at you guys about stuff. But get on these rants, like get over yourself, get to action, don't beat yourself up. It's very self-motivating, inspiring. So it gets people to move to action and also makes them realize they're not alone. And that's something you can that might be a great angle for a real estate TikTok, because it's hard. I mean, think about buyer's agents right now, what the buyer's agents are going through. I mean, if there's 30 offers on a house, as 29 buyer's agents, right, that now have to tell their client, sorry, you didn't get it. And they're doing that multiple times. If you take a buyer out, the chances are they're going to lose 8 houses before they get one. So you need really thick skin right now. And maybe, your TikTok is angled towards that, like, the plight of the buyer's agent. So whatever your experience is, that guy, what really makes me grind my gears, that guy, his whole thing is, Vic D. Benedetto, is that his name?
Oh,
that guy, what really grinds my gears. Yeah. So it's like his whole shtick is what pisses him off.
Yeah.
What pisses me off as an agent. That's exactly what I would do if I was still in production. I would do what pisses me off as an agent. And people love that.
And then you put a link in the bio, you convert your viral videos to t-shirts and you sell stuff. Like, it's always selling at the end. We got to sell. We got to sell. You always be closing A, B, C. So what is the end? Let's get some money here, right?
AW Red Store. Let's do it. Amazing.
Yeah.
So, so thank you so much, Kelly. That was awesome. You're awesome.
You're most welcome.
So if anybody wants to stay on with me, I can do a quick screen share, or is everybody TikToked out? And we'll do that another day. We'll leave it up to the audience. Yeah.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You join with. So Kelly, if you want to, I mean, you're welcome to stay, but I don't know if you have appointments.
No, I got to hop off, but I can send you a takeaway PDF file, just the best practices.
Yeah,
That
please.
you can send out to everybody to kind of overview and look at it. And it was a pleasure seeing all your names on here and a couple of faces.
Yeah. It's great seeing all these little black squares. With
I love the black
That was
squares.
the best.
What was that show? I forgot that show, but anyway.
What
The
show?
Celebrities in the Squares. You remember they were
Oh yeah,
all,
I know.
what was the name of that show?
I
Now I'm
know.
gonna have to Google it.
Hollywood Squares.
Yes, yeah, that's what it's like, except for its names.
It's right. There's a couple
right.
of things on here, but thank you so much.
Thank you so
Well, it
much.
was a pleasure. I hope everybody has an excellent Memorial Day weekend. And Jessica, I love you. And I will
Yes,
see
you too. Love you too. All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So everyone's hopping off. If you want, I'm going to jump on with the phone and just kind of show you a quick TikTok. Once Alex gets there, you need the link. All right. Oh yeah, you see Your Majesty joining? That's me. That's great. Yeah, that's me. I know when I call my husband, it says Your Majesty. I'm like, isn't that perfect?
Women power.
Mm-hmm. All right, he's jumping on here.
Jessica,
Mm-hmm.
did she recommend us to get a professional account?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what she made me do.
Okay.
How do I
Yeah,
do?
because I have the same deal. Like I started posting personal and like pranks and stuff like that. And now I'm trying to convert and I'm just getting like 100 views and it really sucks.
So, I think, let me see, if I manage account. Switch to, I can't remember if I think she did tell me to do business account though. I don't know what this account is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's business account. So basically, if you see the little plus sign on the bottom, you hit that and you can do a live. Let me flip it around. So if I want to do TikTok right now of the class, right? So I go, you can hit this red button that's right here in the center on the bottom. If you hold that down, then you can do a couple seconds. You could say, hey guys, we're doing a TikTok class today. And then if I want, I could flip the camera and I can go, and Alex is with us. And then I could say, I could do, I wish I had Kelly on here. Like, Kelly's here. But basically, you can just, you do your recordings. So here's the rest of the recording. Yay, whatever. And then you hit the little check mark like this. All right. So now that's going to bring you into the edit screen. So it's going to show you the video over and over. So on the bottom, you're going to see sounds. So you can basically just go in order. So now this is what's trending. The first music that comes up is what's trending. So you can basically just go through here. So I'm just going to pick whatever. Right, so this way you can hear the original sound a little bit and you have this in the background. I don't know, I'm gonna say do 10%. And I will do 8%. All right, so you click off of that and then you can go into the next screen if you want to add any effects to it. So I like to do like at the end, you could scroll this all the way over to the end just with your finger. And let's pick, I like the old TV look. So we'll go right to the end and you hold this down and it'll add an effect at the end. And then you just click save at the top. If you're not happy with it, you can hit that little arrow thing you see there and go back. Maybe I want it longer, so I can move this back. So let's do old TV and hold it down. Perfect. Then I'm going to say save. And now I'm going to get into the text. So I can say TikTok, video, and you can add something else. This is here. So what I do is I usually add all my texts, which is really annoying, but Alex, here, you guys avoid it. And then you can set the duration. So I want the TikTok video to be up for the first, say, 2 seconds. And then I want Jess is here. I want Alex is here next. So I could set by dragging this, you could see where it says TikTok video and then it pops off. You see how it popped off? So that's where I'm going to start. Well, actually, I'm going to start Alex on Alex. Wouldn't that make sense? So there you go. Alex is here and do that for the whole time he's on the screen. So I'll put this, hit the little check mark on the bottom. Jess is here to after Alex comes off. Duh, look at that face. Jess is here right on my forehead. Perfect. That's perfect. That's the best shot ever. And I'm gonna say, so I can't hear myself talking though. Oh, okay. So normally you would hear yourself talking, but so then you hit next, and then this is where the hashtags come in. So we could say TikTok in the office, whatever you want to title it. Again, you want to say what it actually is, and then you can start hashtagging. So like she said, you don't want to hashtag too many different things. You want to kind of like realtors of TikTok. You could do If you do real estate, like you were saying, if you do actual real estate, you see 5.2 billion views. Yeah, you don't want to do that. So you want to do maybe real estate videos and take the views down. This is under 500,000. See the top one there is under 500,000. So that's the hashtag I'm going to use. Does that make sense? And then let's do, I don't know, funny real estate or something. 2.5 million, not enough. Funny real estate agents. Oh, no one even has that one. So let's add that one. So again, go through your hashtags. And then what you could do is on the top right, you can select the cover. What I like about this is like you can drag this and you can make the cover anything you want. So if I want it to be Alex waving, I can make it that. If I want it to be my stupid face at the end, look at, oh, that's perfect. This is what we want. And then you can put on the bottom here, you see these kind of guys, you can pick and now put a title. So I like to put the office website. So I go CW, and I can basically drag that. You can kind of see those black lines when I'm pressing down on the text. You can see the black lines. So you want to make sure it's within, don't go down here because it'll be cut off. Make sure it's within the black lines like that. Okay. So then we're going to save that. And what I'm not going to do is post that. But at that point, then you would hit post. Well, I guess I can post it. It's ridiculous. Don't post it. It's going to go viral.
We're just being it's just an example.
All right, I'm going to post it. So when you post it,
I loved this peel and stick wallpaper that I had put in my closet, so I decided to also add it to the toilet room. And I only went halfway down the wall so I could add some trim to the rest. The first thing I do is add my baseboards, and then I put my upper trim nice and level on the wall.
once it loads,
Next, I just measure the distance in between the baseboard and that top trim. And I just write it on the
get it off there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just don't
you're
want to
smarter than me. Well, once it does that though, it's going to prompt you because it was showing me the upload screen. But once it uploads, it prompts me to if I want to put it on Instagram. So I will usually do that. And there you go. Video upload to TikTok will redirect you to Instagram. And there you go. So now I can just hit it.
Just quick thing. Whenever you're gonna post a video on Instagram, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Whenever you go from TikTok to Instagram, it's better to cancel it and then save the video and then post it on Instagram. Because when you post it on your story, it only goes by 15 seconds. So if the video is longer than 15 seconds, I'll just cut it off.
Right. Okay. So thank you.
So you save the video on TikTok and then you post it on Instagram.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
So that's a crash course, guys. I hope that was somewhat helpful, but you basically just want to make sure that you put as much text as you can. Kelly was funny. She was like, just privately when we were talking, I told her, oh, I did the red day. She goes, Jess, no one cares about red day. They want to know what's in it for them. So while that sounds harsh, what she means is what's the value you're going to provide, right? So now like my whole channel is about to change because I have to figure out who my audience is. And I think for the office, it's agents, right? I want to attract talent. I want to attract other agents to want to join my office. So how am I going to change my tone? And I'm not very long into this. I only have 18 followers and 155 likes. So I'm just starting this myself. But getting very clear on your message and taking a few weeks to plan your content is going to be the game changer. You definitely want to have nice planned content. You want to know who your audience is. Think about everything you've learned about branding. This is what you're doing. Because when you do it, like if you can see on that third video, I have 1,129 views. I don't usually get that many views. So now I have to go back to that video and see what I did right, what were my hashtags, what was the songs, whatever. I always pick a trending song. But what did I do right on that video to get that much? Because you can see the other ones, Red Day got 162. So Kelly's kind of right. No one really cares about Red Day. And the other ones that I got a lot on, just to kind of show you guys, This one here.
Excuse me,
It
is that
stick.
apple for sale? Yeah, we're about to put it on sale right now, actually. Well,
So basically
I'm in the
this guy's
market, so
talking
tell me about your apple. Why should I buy it? Nice try.
relating,
Okay, people, here's how.
I'll stop it. Relating buying an apple to buying a house. So everyone's like, I'll buy that apple for $5. So I'll buy that apple for $10. The same way the housing market is going. And I just did like a stitch or a duet, it's called, with me and my husband. And that one got 1,800 views. And then I did a really horrible, funny one. But then I think I did a quick, my first one ever was one of Joe's open houses. And that one had, this one has 912. So you kind of, and the rest of them, no one cares. It's all under 200. So pay attention to that, see what people are looking at, see what they like. They apparently don't like anything I do. So I will be updating my content. But the potential for this is huge. The audience is huge. I had someone come and speak to the ALC last month, and she has her own channel. She's been contacted in 6 months. She's gotten a seller lead every month. Actually, she had 5 seller leads in 6 months. And she got contacted by her local news network to come on and do a real estate segment because they found her on TikTok. And she was only doing it on a high level for 6 months. So once I heard that, I mean, I was just like, I have to get everybody on this. We got to do a class. We have to get my agents doing that. We got to flood TikTok with what we're doing. Because like Kelly said, if you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. So it might as well be us. You can do a video, like I said, I just showed you, it's a terrible video, but you can do a video very quickly. If you have something that just happened, or you're walking up, you're taking a new listing, or whatever your angle is, you can do it in less than 15 seconds. It's the editing that you have to get used to, but in less than 15 seconds, you can have a ready to go video that's interesting. Here, I'm taking a new listing. Here's 5 things I'm gonna do today to prep for showing, or 3 things I'm gonna do today to prep for showing. And then I showed you, you can hold down that button, you can record for 5 seconds, let it go, walk to another room, record for 5 seconds, let it go, walk to another room, record for 5 seconds. So you have your 3 segments, and then just go with that. And try it out and get crazy. So how do I stop screen sharing now? Stop? I'm so smart. That's it. That's your TikTok class. Any questions? Like I said, in my very limited knowledge, I'm happy to answer anything if you guys need anything. I'm happy to bring Kelly back.
I have a question. I don't know if you said this, and I don't remember hearing it though. In TikTok, can you like say create 20 videos and save them and then post and like date them? Okay.
Yes, you can actually put them in drafts, right? As you're done editing them or filming them, you'll see drafts. And I think it says post or send to drafts. So you can definitely do that. And Kelly recommends that. She actually pre-records so that if she's on fire one day, she'll do 8 videos that one day, save them all. And then the next day, if she doesn't have anything, she'll go back to that and just do.
Okay.
So definitely build up content.
Can you predate them for like when you want to post them? Or you just have to put them in the draft?
I think you just have to go in there and release it. Yeah, just go in there and post it when you're ready. I don't think you can schedule, but I can find out. But I'm pretty sure you actually have to go on and release it. Yeah. Yeah, which again, if it's edited, if it's done, will take you literally 5 seconds at that point. You really just have to have your hashtags. But if you use the same hashtags over and over, I don't know if you saw on my screen, but it saves them. So once I hit hashtag, all my hashtags that I've ever used show up. So if I'm tracking the ones that are working, the videos that are getting the farthest reach, I should make note of those. I'm like, I should do this, make note of those hashtags so I can make sure to reuse those again. And like she said, don't use the real heavy hitters. If it's under 500,000, then that's the one to use because you'll be discovered within that audience.
Okay.
Yeah, think about it. If you're in a pool of 5 million, what's the chances of you being discovered and someone following you? If you're in a pool of 500,000, your chances of being discovered go up significantly.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, guys? I think this is fun. Thanks for hanging out. And again, any questions, you want to email me, I'm happy to put you in touch with Kelly too, because I mean, if you want to follow her, it's on the flyer, but it's basically, if you're on TikTok, it's at freckled_1979. I'll put that in quickly. Because it's just for motivation, even if you're not on a weight loss journey, she yells and curses at people. And for me, I love that. I need that in my life. And it works. And she'll post all the time how she's changed people's lives, and people will send her TikToks, and she will, yeah, I have a potty mouth. What are you gonna do about it? I wish I could do it on TikTok and actually use my personality. But like I said, I do represent the office. But Rita, that might be a good angle for you, especially in real estate. Yeah, I mean, it's okay to do that. You could be the angry real estate. I don't care. Brand it however you want. Or the fed up agent. You know, the broke agent, he's amazing. Oh my God, he's amazing. And there's another guy, you know, that they have like $1 million listing. He does like $1,000 listing, and he like shows all his shitty houses. And it's, I mean, listen, it's accurate, it's real, and people respond to stuff like that. And the one video I did, I was like pretending I was drunk and I like messed up the taxes on a house. That got like 1,500 views. And I'm like, but no one cared about Red Day, but they cared about a drunken TikTok. So people are nuts. Be yourself, bring your personality into it, be honest, and you're going to attract the people that want to be attracted to you. You're going to find your people as crazy as you are, and that's your audience. All righty, guys. So again, thank you for hanging out, and I hope that was helpful. Yeah, and I want to see your TikToks. Let me know. Shoot me your TikToks when you have them up. I want to see them and follow them and like them and leave comments. Okay, guys. Take care. Have a great Thursday. It's Thursday, right? Yeah. Thursday.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Adele.